Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. This is Black Screen Media. Topic: do you have a self-entitled partner? Do you have a self-entitled partner? Okay. For Christmas, a man goes out to buy his woman a present. Now, all year long, anytime they're out driving and his woman sees a black Range Rover, she goes crazy. She loves this car. She just loves it. Okay, she goes off every time she sees a black Range Rover, right? So, this is easy. Like, there's no guessing what this guy needs to buy at Christmas. So, he goes to the dealership. He buys his woman a black Range Rover. Okay? All right, it's Christmas morning. He puts a blindfold on his woman. He takes her outside doing the little cute, don't peek, don't peek, you know what I'm saying? So he says, take off your blindfold. So she takes it off, and in the driveway is a black Range Rover. Exactly the one that she goes crazy when she sees. She looks at it and he says, Merry Christmas. And she says, I wanted the white one. That's the one I want. I didn't want the black one. I wanted the white one. I'm not driving this until I get the white one. Stomps her foot, goes back in the house, and that is Christmas for that man. Now, do you have a self-entitled partner? Now, the true definition of this is somebody who has a false sense of their importance based on things that they haven't worked or earned. Okay? Now, this story speaks to every self-entitled person. Now, somebody might not be on the level of getting a car, but for the things that they do get, they complain. Okay? So, self-entitled people, they have a new name. Self-entitled people are bullies. In a relationship, if you're dating them, you're dating a bully. No, she's not spoiled. She's a bully. Okay? Now, for the people who are not self-entitled, but you're dating a self-entitled man, or you're dating a self-entitled woman, you're not the bully, you're the slave. And your relationship is the new plantation. Oh, yes, it's the new plantation, okay? So we got the bullies who are self-entitled people, and then we have the slave. These are the people who try to give the self-entitled person what they want. So that's what we have. So if you're dating someone and you're not self-entitled, but they are, you're the slave. If you're dating somebody and you're the self-entitled person, you're the bully. Now, there's nothing that if you're dating them, there's nothing you can do that will ever be good enough. It's never going to be good enough. And let me tell you why. Because somebody has told them that they are the best thing on earth. And over time, they have believed it. Okay? Now, let's talk about it. Self-entitled. Now, here's what normally happens. There is a group, maybe a small group, but there's a group of people who can turn someone who is what you would call average into self-entitled. Now, to one point, it could be a parent, right? A parent will tell their child enough times how they're special, things like that, right? They will say it so much that the child believes it. And there's nothing wrong with being confident. Okay? But this is self-entitled. Now, for some people, they don't have that. So now we have people who are getting into their DMs. And you're telling someone who may be average in a way, you're telling them things like this. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're stunning. If I had someone like you in my life. Yeah, because they're trying to not let that go to their head, but hearing it over 100 times may start to believe it. Oh, I am this person. Oh, I am. The world owes me. I don't owe the world nothing. Now we're dealing with self-entitled. So some people to blame are the people who just sliding up in DMs. They trying to kind of get together with them. So by trying to get together, by trying to get together with them, they are inflating their fragile ego. Now, this is a problem. So either A, you will normally inherit a self-entitled person, meaning that it's not you that did it, but it's other people. It might be a parent. It might be other people trying to get with them, so they constantly say it over and over and over, and they try not to believe it. Now they do. Now, now it's just bad. Now, on the other side, that may not be the case, but maybe you made your person feel self-entitled. Maybe you told them, you deserve the world. You deserve everything. And I'm going to try and give it to you. Now, they don't hear that part, try. You know what I'm saying? They don't hear, try. What they hear is that you said they deserve the world. And for a while, you did well. Now you're with the person and you have created a monster, aka a bully. Now let me help you out. To those of you who have dated someone who's self-entitled, or you're in a relationship with someone who's self-entitled, you love them, you care about them. So you're doing things to make the bully or the self-entitled person happy. You're really trying. What I want to say to you is you're going to need to wake up, because nothing you do will ever be enough. If you buy them one thing, let's say it's a ring, they're going to be upset that you didn't buy them 2 or 3 rings. If you buy them a certain type of bag or a certain type of computer, they're going to be mad because it wasn't, excuse me, y'all. excuse me, they're going to be mad that it wasn't a different type. There's nothing that you can do that will ever leave them satisfied. And the other thing about self-entitled people, there's never enough. Okay? Now, to my self-entitled people, guess what? This is not all your fault that you're self-entitled. It's not all your fault. Okay? You probably had enough people telling you that you're special. You probably had enough people telling you, oh, if it's a guy, right? If you're a guy, you probably had people say, you're so handsome, you're the best thing since sliced bread. You're just so amazing. I just love looking at you. After you had enough people tell you that, excuse me, you believed it. Okay, got you. Women, you may have somebody saying 100 times a day, you're so beautiful, you're stunning, you're just everything. Okay, no other woman can compare to you. You just great. I understand. This is not the case. But people have made you believe that because they had an agenda. Yes, they had an agenda. The people who told you they had an agenda, oftentimes being self-entitled. We know why. Because it comes from weakness. Being self-entitled comes from a weakness. And self-entitled is just a shield. It's just a shield to hide behind. Okay? So being self-entitled, I understand. Now, here's the problem. To self-entitled people, you are with someone, right? If you are with someone, you should appreciate that person. Now, let me tell you why you should appreciate that person. Everybody doesn't want to deal with your attitude and the way that you think and feel as a self-entitled bully. So when you have someone and they put up with you, they deal with you. You just a lot of work. You a lot to deal with. And you have somebody who actually cares enough that they try. You need to stop complaining and start appreciating your partner who loves you, cares about you, wants to make you happy. Because you could lose a good person if you continue to be ungrateful. To the people who are, you're not self-entitled, you're not, but you're dating someone who's self-entitled, you really love the person. I get it. You care about the person. Okay? I want to let you know that you probably are not going to win. You're not going to do something that's just going to say, this is perfect, because they're going to want more. If you love this person and you cherish this person, understand that the things you do will probably never, ever be enough. Okay? Understand that you're dating a bully. That no matter what you do, they're going to find some fault. And you probably love them. You can love them, but they may not appreciate you. And you deserve to be appreciated. Self-entitled people, stop being ungrateful and be more loving to the people who put up with your stuff and your attitude and your shenanigans. Okay, stop it. Stop complaining and being ungrateful, and show appreciation to the people who love you enough to deal with you. Do you have a self-entitled partner? This is Black Screen